finds a stuffy museum keeper. We keep our history right next to our nice, cold refreshments. Take a look through the glass and right into the past. Old Jerry here is sure to find exception. Make concessions to your hunger. Literally, whip yourself up a treat. Simply grab your mask to remove it and hold it face side up, just like a dinner plate. Now give it a snap. Voila! Cooking flame. Alright, toss in the egg, cracker, and give it another snap and yum! Fine patisserie for you, our refined patrons. privileged guests, we are about to begin. Please instantly take stock of your interdimensional bits and bobs and conclude all use of liberties. For without further ado, may we present our show.
Hey, all you beautiful creatures. Good day to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the planet you might find yourself on. Happy days, everybody. Wow, what a time. Thank you for coming to this wonderful place to spend a little time with us while the world around us sometimes feels like it's about to fall apart. I'm glad that we can all be here around this fire and say, hey, this is a special place where we can come together, have a little fraternity, have a little fun, a little bit of ridiculousness, and a little bit of magic, and a lot of bit of soul, hopefully. And that's my hope anyway. Greetings, cheers. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, friend. Happy days, everyone. My name is Brandon. Hello. Thanks for coming to the backyard of my digital Hollywood home here in the digital Hollywood Hills. This is my digital rental, of course, but the missus and I are working on our digital, buying of a digital house. What a digital night, huh? Or afternoon? Hard to tell when you're on the west coast of America, right? Har, har, har. With all the fires and whatnot, it all happened. Of course, that was last month's news. Forgive me for being a little out of place. But that, anyhow, guys, welcome to The Tempest, presented by Tender Claws. Again, my name is Brandon. I'm a professional actor of sorts. And I'm here in my kitchen in Pasadena, California, and I welcome you. Now, why do I mention that? Why does it matter that I'm in Pasadena, California? Well, I want to tell you that I'm just a guy like you, or a person like you, okay? In a headset, here doing my thing. You know, I'm not ensconced in the Facebook headquarters of Palo Alto waiting on the Lord Zuckerberg to pass down his new orders. No, I'm just a guy in a headset just like you, okay? So, in saying that, there's going to be some sounds maybe from here, from my house from time to time, so just know that. You might hear the cats or my infant son in the other room asking for another bottle. He's a greedy little guy, that dude, but he's cute, okay? That's for sure. He's a cute dude. Anyhow, guys, what a year, am I right? What a time, especially if you're in the United States like I am. It's a kind of a whole stir fry of wackiness, if you know what I'm saying. So anyhow, I'm an actor, like I said before, and I'm supposed to be out in the world, man. I'm supposed to be out doing things. I'm supposed to be doing plays, So, I'm supposed to be on the stage, like spraying my little specks of spittle all over the people in the front row. But that's not happening now because things, right? Unfortunately. And I was supposed to be doing an IRL production of Shakespeare's The Tempest right now. That's not happening. But Tender Claws was good enough to say, you know what, dude? We're going to do it anyway. And I was like, what do you mean we're going to do it anyway? And they said, we're going to do it anyway. And I said, what? And they said, yes. And I said, huh? And they said, yes. And I said, yes. And they said, yes. And I said, are you serious? And they said, yes. And I said, oh, hell yes. So, yes, thanks for the snaps. Look, let's do this, folks. Just like Prospero in the show has his, magical spirits that help him. Now, you time sprites, because of the generosity of Tender Claws, get to help me do the magic and be an amazing actor up on the stage, on the virtual stage, right? So thank you. Let's have some snaps, man. Let's do The Tempest. What do you guys think, huh? All right. Oh, God bless all of you. God bless your beautiful masked faces. My God. Okay, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Now, let's use that squishy gray thing in between your ears, okay? And let's go to Imagination Town, one of my favorite places in the world, okay? Okay, take your mind there with me. 400 years in the past, my friends, 1605, London, England, the Globe Theater. Dozens and dozens of massive wood frames stacked atop each other to create a stadium seating marvel for the ages. Open to the elements, of course. We, the groundlings, having paid a penny to sit here and watch all the action up here on the stage. The private boxes up there in the corner for the royals. Some of the rich people paying a little bit more money, the merchants, to sit on the stage and watch the proceedings. Yes, do a monologue for us. Can you do a quick monologue, a quick little dance number, something like that? Nice. Okay, I love it. I love it. And yes, meow, 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 and a meow, meow, meow. Very good. Let's have a hand for our monologuer person there. Very good, everyone. Thank you. Take a bow. Very good. You'll be doing some more of that, okay? So if you want to do some acting, you come to the right place, okay? And the balcony. How could I forget the balcony? Now, the balcony was integral to so many of Shakespeare's plays, like, Romeo and Juliet, right? Because there was a balcony there, right? So a lot of the plays had that in it, okay? And the Tempest is no different. Now, the Tempest probably used their balcony, I mean, I'm just guessing here, to portray the titular storm, okay? The opening of the show was the King Alonso's ship, all right? He and the evil Duke Antonio and their men, we'll get to why he's evil later, okay? They're sailing by this mysterious island when the perfect storm rocks their boat, all right? Threatens to capsize the entire vessel and destroy everyone's lives. Yeah, a perfect storm, and there's no George Clooney around to save him, okay? Anyone see The Perfect Storm starring George Clooney? Yeah, okay, right, yeah. It's funny how movies like that just kind of disappear after a while. I've never heard anyone talk about that storm movie. Anyway, who cares? The lesson is never leave the house without George Clooney, okay? You're a lot safer. All right, so give him a call. He's a nice guy. If you're going out for froyo, take him with you. That's all I'm saying. Please, just have your George handy. God. Okay. Now, so the Tempest starts with that storm, right? And the ship is being beset by a massive storm. So, let's do it. Let's go to that place in our minds, folks. I want two of you to be, or maybe even three of you even, are going to be my intrepid sailors. How about that? Okay? You're going to put your sailor hats on, and we're going to play out the scene, okay? So, can I get 3 volunteers who will risk their lives to sail the king's ship? Huh? Who's up for it? How about, yeah, you there, yes. And how about you? Yeah, I love it, all right? We got actors, folks. Okay, so we're gonna send you up to the balcony, folks. Put your little sailor's hat on. Come on, my friends. Yeah, baby, all right. Okay, can you guys hear me up there? Okay, that's your ship, okay? So in a minute, when the storm starts, quote unquote, you're gonna be running back and forth, doing like pantomiming all the stuff that sailors do, okay? I'm going to be the bosun. I'm going to be giving you instructions, okay? So, now, hey, just hang tight 1 second because I want to give these folks here a role too. So step forward, all my other good friends, okay? We have electric torches for each and every one of you. Please come forward. Take your electric torch, which is good for lighting and lightning purposes. Har, har, har. Yes, you will be using those to make the storm even more real. Okay, so yeah, they click on and off. Yeah. You can use your controller to make it click. Okay, so here we go, guys. All right, I'm gonna be your bosun. Okay, here we go. Now, cue the lightning. Cue the thunder. Cue the wind and the rain. Hi, my hearts! Cheerly, my hearts! Down with the topsail! Now tend to the master's whistle! Blow if I burst thy wind if room enough! Yeah, no! Now down with the topmast! Yeah, pull the ropes! Pull it down with the topmast! Lower! Bring her to try with main course! Yes! Save yourselves, abandon ship! Oh no! All right, and come on back down, abandon ship, my friends. Good job, everybody. Good job. I'm gonna bring you back down here. Where are you? Come on down. Gotta select you with my wheels and stuff here and bring you down. Where's the other one? Did you all 3 come? Yeah, I got you all. Okay, good. Welcome back, my friends. Welcome back. Now, you shall all step into the roles of my good spirits, and I shall step into the role of Prospero, main character of this story, and once mighty Duke of Milan. Now, He's an embarrassed sorcerer stranded on a mysterious island, and he needs your help, good spirits. Please, spirits, we shall work together, my friends, today. We shall no longer imagine this storm. We shall go there ourselves, my friends. Yes, take your magical summoning shard, and we shall summon this tempest. We shall use our imaginations no longer and go there ourselves. Please take your summoning shard. Each one of you should have one, a summoning shard, all right? And I will, oh, you got it. I will explain. Do you have one? Here we go. I shall explain the summoning ritual to you, my friends. Please gather around the fire. Please remove your masks with your free hands, my friends. Place your summoning shard atop your mask like so. It should float there. Now use your newly freed hand to snap upon the top of that stick. Yes, and then use that hand to bring your mask counterclockwise. Put the wild waters in this roar, my friends. Yes, the sky, it seems, would pour down stinking pitch. This noble vessel. Some poor creatures in her about to be dashed all to pieces. What's this? By accident most strange, my enemies have been brought to this shore. Well done, spirits. Thou hast performed to the point the tempest that I bade thee. The stage is set, but there's more work to be done. Now go, make thyself like nymphs of the sea. Be subject to thine sight and mine only, invisible to every eyeball else. Now go, take this shape as we explore the Tempest. I boarded the king's ship. Now on the beak, now the deck, the waist. In every cabin I flame at amazement. The fire and cracks of sulphurous roaring, the most mighty Neptune seem to besiege, yea, and make his bold waves tremble, yea, his dread trident shake. All but mariners plunged in the foaming brine and quit the vessel. The king's son, Ferdinand, was the first man that leaped, and he cried, "Hell is empty, and all the devils are here!" Full fathom 5 thy father lies, of his bones are coral made. These are the pearls that were his eyes, nothing of him that doth fade, but doth suffer a sea change into something rich and strange. Sea nymphs hourly ring his knell. Hark, I hear them. Ding dong bell. Yes, good spirits, most excellently done. What a show you put on for me, my good spirits. I hoped I could trust you, and now I find that you have come through. Your promises were most excellently made and most forthright, for you did perform better than a king might on on his death's day. Very good, my friends. You hath tricked the lot of them. Every single one of them did abandon ship, and they have put their lives upon this island. Yes, their souls are on these shores now, and soon we shall have revenge, good spirits. All thanks to you, and especially you. My good spirits, come with me out of doors. I shall explain just what we are doing here. Come with me. Revenge shall soon be ours. Gaze upon the magnificent sea. The seas that have done our bidding this day, my friends. Breathe in that salty air. Ah, yes. And welcome to Prospero's Island, I say. Now I hear you say in your tiny little spirit minds, Prospero's Island? Well, I knew this to be the great witch Sycorax's island. Well, she was your old master, and I'm your new master. For when I arrived upon these shores, don't you know, I did best her in sorcerial combat. Hut, hut, ha, sha, hoo, 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 sya! Now, if any of you have actually seen The Tempest, you'll suddenly be really sad to know that, yes, when Prospero arrives on this island, Prospero's my character, obviously, there's a witch who controls all these spirits and magic and stuff. Shakespeare's full of coincidences, right? And they fight. They have a big witch battle. But guess what? You only hear that in passing. I mean, come on, Shakespeare. Who would write a play with a giant witch battle and leave it in the past? What a jerk, right? I mean, come on. Wouldn't you be excited about seeing a Shakespeare play if you could watch like an amazing witch battle, happen on the stage, right? Come on. Come on, Shakespeare. You missed out, man. You could have done some merchandising, you could have had some lunch boxes out there, some t-shirts, some spin-offs, Come on. That stuff is really popular now, but of course this is 400 years ago. Anyway, and people wore crab hats all the time back then, but they didn't really stay on the head, unfortunately. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with the show, let me just give you a little backstory, okay? My character Prospero used to be the Duke of Milan. Okay, he was ousted by his brother because he got into studying his magic and sort of let his brother sort of do some of the government things, and suddenly before you know it, he's kicked out. He's put on a tiny boat with his baby daughter, and they wind up here. So for years he's been waiting for revenge. Wait, you know what? Enough of me telling the story. Okay, let's go back into my house now, spirits. Okay. Spirits, you shall learn of my past through the words of Shakespeare himself now. Please, come back into thy house with me, and upstairs, downstairs, main floor, bring me bits of my past, bits of memories, and I shall unlock actual text from the play for you. Come, get to know your new master. Yes, bring me pieces of my past, and I shall explain just from whence I came. What have you found for me, spirits? Bring anything forth. There's no wrong answer here, except there's only two wrong answers, really. Oh, my daughter's shoe. My daughter, Miranda. She came with me on the boat, We were exiled on this island together. Oh, Miranda. Miranda, thou wast what did preserve me. Thou didst smile with the fortitude infused from heaven to bear up against what should ensue. Oh, Miranda, I have done nothing but in care of thee. Of thee, dear girl, thou art ignorant of what thou art, not knowing of whence I am, nor that I am more better than Prospero, master of some poor cell, and thy no greater father. Oh, what's this? This was a vase I found upon this isle. Unfortunately, not my livelihood, but an ancient vase nonetheless. I should get some historian to take a look at this. Just now gingerly place it down on the... Ah, there we go. My brother betrayed me, you see. This was the sword that I absconded with, though I need not this here now, for this is my true power upon this island. You see, my brother, with all the honors whereon a treacherous army levied one midnight, fated to the purpose that Antonio opened the gates of Milan, and in the dead of darkness, yes, the ministers for the purpose, hurried thence me and my crying daughter. They exiled us, you see. Put that into the memory pool, if you would. Ah, yes, my quill. Many a law in Milan did I write with this quill. You see, the dukedom of Milan was mine by right, but through foul play we came from thence. My brother Antonio did usurp me. What else? This coin. a Milanese ducat. I need not this here now, for of course this is the true currency. Power! Magical power! Magic that no one on this planet is better at than I. But this money... You see, Antonio, my brother, made an alliance, so dry he was for sway, with the King of Naples. To give him annual tribute, do him homage, and subject the coronet, and bend the knee. Alas, poor Milan, to most ignoble stooping. Oh, my book of spells! Yes, bring that forth, bring that forth. Please, please, bring it forth. Okay, there we are. My favorite book of spells. You see, the dukedom was mine. But I became enraptured in secret studies. All of this magic, and I gave the government to my brother. Me, poor man, my library was dukedom large enough, and of temporal royalties he now thought me incapable. Finally, this branch of ivy, you see. My brother did set the tune of the state to what tune pleased his ear. And he became the ivy which hid my princely trunk and sucked the verdure out on it. He made a deal with the king and he exiled us. And now what's this? Aha! My piss pot. Oh. Well, look, I have a pretty healthy diet there, so I wouldn't say that it probably tasted okay. I mean, as far as piss goes, I hope. Yes, clean thyself, good spirit. I know what you spirits feed on in the middle of the night. I know you search high and low for the birds' nests and the dung of the horned beetle. I know you. Anyway, all right, that's enough memories now. Take the memory bottle off the shelf there, one of you. Hold it aloft, my friends, hold it aloft. Gaze into it. Look to see what then did become of good Prospero when he was exiled from his own state. It's not big enough. Here, you poor one. Take my staff, please. Stir the memory pool. Show the world what then did become of your new master. You see, our people provided our escape aboard a rotten carcass of a boat. Not rig, nor tackle, sail, nor mast, the very rats instinctively had quit it. There they hoist us, to cry to the sea that roared back to us, to sigh to the winds that sighing back again did us but loving wrong. Now you see, good spirits, from such a noble beginning to such an ignoble present, your new master. And now you see why revenge has been at the forefront of my mind for a score years. Now, let us move forward, you see, because my brother, now upon these shores, thanks to you, revenge shall soon be ours, my friends, yes. But first, let us meet my now-grown daughter Miranda. What say you all, eh? Come along with me, and we shall meet her. A joy she is to behold, I swear to you. Come along, my friends. Ha! I think I held it at the wrong angle. I was supposed to go forward and not backward in the... Oh, sorry about that. Why don't you guys actually just take a little break, have some s'mores, and I'm going to go just take a whiz behind the bush over here, okay? I got to take a pee break. I'll be right back. Very good, my friends, very good. Thank you for allowing me to be a true wizard. No, bad, okay. Look, I'm a father, okay? I can't help it. When you become a father, you start to tell the dad jokes, the bad jokes. The dad jokes are bad jokes. The dad jokes are bad jokes. I thought I really had jokes, but no, they were all dad jokes. Okay, well, wow, you guys made short work of those s'mores. I'm glad for that. As I like to say, I'm sorry that... Oh, for me? You know what? I actually would love that. These aren't vegan, by the way. Don't forget. Marshmallows are not vegan, so I don't know if any of you spirits are vegan, but just, they're made with gelatin. You know what gelatin is made of? Okay, good. Yep. You got it. Clip, clip, clop, clip, 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 clop. If you don't know, I shouldn't have said anything, okay? I told you this was a horror experience, okay? They should have said that. They should have rated M for mature, because I just really blew your minds with horrible facts that you probably didn't need to know. Anyway, sorry about the lack of chocolates and graham crackers. This is an indie game, okay, so the budgets are lower. Okay. All right, let's move this along, folks. Plot. It's all about plot, okay? We can't have a story without a story. Hi-ya! Yes, it worked. I mean, of course it worked. Yes, here we are. My friends, welcome to the interior of the island. For the past score year I have raised my daughter Miranda here, in hopes that one day we should return to Milan. And here we are, my friends. And truly, not a bad place to be stranded, really. I mean, it's quite bucolic, isn't it? Quite idyllic, pastoral, even, you might say, right? The only thing missing, of course, is a KFC restaurant, My favorite, Kentucky Fried Chicken, where they have the soggiest fried chicken around, and some Pepsi, Diet Coke, Dr. Pepper, mix it all together at the fountain with some lukewarm mashed potatoes. Yum, yum, yum. That is an Italian delicacy, KFC. Yes! Do you mind, my friend? I knew you spirits were good for something. Even my magic hasn't been capable of producing such a wonderful leg of deliciousness. Oh, straight from Kentucky, Italy. Okay, my friends, now. Revenge, like I said, shall soon be ours, but first we shall meet my now grown daughter Miranda. Oh, Miranda. The very picture of womanhood. Where is she? Miranda? You said you'd be here any moment, and oh, there you are, Miranda! Ha ha! Look at you, my love. Ah, so good of you to come. This, everyone, is my daughter Miranda. Look at her, the very picture of womanly beauty. She makes these flower crowns herself. Quite nice, aren't they? Yes. She has many good hobbies, including audio-visual production for a web series. And she's also really good at, making pies. And she also speaks French. All very good traits to have. I love her very much, and I've raised her here. She's only ever met me in her whole life. I'm the only man she's ever met, right? Okay, we have we have very generously excised the Caliban bits from this version of the Tempest to keep it at a nice 45 minutes pace, okay? So you're lucky you. We're making this shorter, all right? So I'm the only man she's ever met in her life, ha ha ha. But soon, that will soon change, because guess who's on his way, my love? You shall soon meet him, and it's, yes, my friends, yes, of course, the Prince Ferdinand. Yes, the Prince Ferdinand, oh my goodness, there he is, look at him, folks. Yes, look at that rakish, roguish hat there. What a fashion sense has he. Now, you all haven't met yet, okay? This is a bit of a preamble, a little spoiler, all right? Now, we're going to play out the scene where you meet, though, okay? It's the meet cute. Now, Ferdinand, of course, was the first man who leapt off the ship, thanks to you spirits, all right? And he is separated from his father and everyone else, so he is lonely, he is tired, he's hungry, he's scared, he's nervous, he's sweaty, potentially shirtless. Hubba, hubba. And he's about to walk into this copse of very inviting trees to make a little fire to settle down for the evening. Okay, so we shall now play out the scene betwixt the two of you, because, my friends, because, before you go, because, guess what? That's the plot, my friends. If Prospero can hook up his daughter with the very available prince, well, you know what happens, right? You do the math. If your daughter marries the prince, exactly, then we're back into the royal family, baby. Yeah, baby, you know it. Okay, so that's the plot, baby. Okay, so we're going to make this happen. All right, So, now, you four spirits are going to be my cupids, okay? You're going to be my cupids, all right? So, you're going to be doing your little dance. Yeah, shoot your invisible arrows. Make these two fall in love, okay? We're all going to play out the scene. That's your special thing, all right? You can whisper sweet nothings into their ears, make them a little randy for each other. But, of course, keep it clean. This is rated T for teen, all right? T for teen. Here we go. All right, now, so we're going to play out the scene. I'm going to say your lines, and you're going to act them out, okay? Can you do that for me? All right, so Miranda, why don't you scamper behind a tree, all right? Go hide behind a tree, and we shall catch up with you. All right, so here comes Ferdinand, lost and tired. He's going to start making a little fire to settle down for the evening. And my cupids, go, set forth upon him, cupids. Make him, oh, randy, make him want to get it on with the first young lady he sees. But, of course, my daughter's amazing anyway. But anyway, okay, now Miranda peeks out from behind the tree. She sees Ferdinand for the first time, and she is besotted. She is beside herself. She is smitten with lovely love. Now, cupids, do your work on her as well. Miranda takes a few steps forward, and she says, what is it? A spirit? I might call him a thing divine. For something natural I never saw so noble. And she takes a few more tentative steps forward. And Ferdinand drops his wood while he gains another piece of wood in a different way. And he says, oh, you goddess, on whom these airs attend. Huh. You wonder, be you maid or no? And she says, well, no wonder, sir, but certainly a maid. And he says, heavens, my language! Myself am Naples, who with mine own eyes never since it ebb beheld the king my father wrecked. And he takes a few more steps forward, and she takes a few more steps forward. And basically he's saying like, oh my God, I'm the Prince of Naples, baby, and I've come to this crazy, mysterious island, and I'm meeting this beautiful young lady who speaks Italian? What are the freaking odds? Oh my gosh. He says, if thou art a virgin, I shall make thee my queen. And I'm like, well, that's a little picky. I mean, come on, it's the 1600s, baby. Get with it. You're only going to marry a virgin? Wow, that's pretty small-minded. But anyway, and then I step forward and I say, a word, good sir, a word. Sir, a word. Sir, I feel you may have done me some wrong, good sir, a word, good sir. And Miranda turns beet red, seeing her father step out of the trees, and she says, why speaks my father thus? This is the first man that e'er, or the second man that e'er I saw, the first that e'er I sighed for. A pity move my father my way. And I'm like, listen, good sir. I cannot have thee hit it and quit it, as the youngsters say. No, for too light winning makes the prize light. Yes, yes, yes. And Miranda turns a shade of purple I've never seen before. And this young man, being a silly, dumb prince, pulls out his blade. And he says, avast! And I say, spirits, don't just stand there. And I say, traitor, put up thy sword. I can disarm thee with this stick if I see fit, good son, you idiot, you traitor. Here we go, watch this. Hi-ya! Oh, you did it yourself. That's the spirit, but now you can't even pick it up because your nerves are in thy infancy again and they cannot be trusted. Yes, you big dummy. Now look, I see that you have a good spirit inside of you, young gentleman. If you do truly desire my daughter's hand in marriage, then you shall have it. If you make a compromise happen, you shall become my special servant upon this isle. And just like these good invisible spirits around you do all my bidding, you shall do my bidding as well. And when all of your tasks are complete, that day and that day only shall I give you permission to have my daughter's hand. What say you? All right, right? Because look at her. I mean, come on, how can you turn down this package? I mean, to be fair, it looks like you both work out. Truly. I mean, look at those cones. My God. Look at those cones. My goodness, look. It's one very nice cone atop a nice, smaller cone. My God. Makes me want to go to the cone zone. Am I right, folks? Hit it. Going down to the cone zone, down to the cone zone, down to the cone zone. Wanna get my cone zone. Wanna go to cone zone. What? Well, I don't know what else rhymes with cone or zone. Bone. I mean, I don't want to get too. This is rated T for teen, folks. Okay. Anyway, you get it. Okay, that's the plot, my friends. We're putting these two young lovers together. Okay, and yes, Prospero is pimping out his daughter. I hate to say it, but it's true. It's kind of distasteful, but just keep in mind this was 400 years ago, folks, okay? So things were a little different back then, and it's kind of hard for me as an actor to sort of square the circle here and make this guy palatable. I mean, he also very clearly has control issues, right? He wants to control the spirits, he wants to control this prince, he wants to control his daughter, and I mean, but to be fair, she really does seem to be in love with him, and he with her, even after all that initial magic wears off. But great job, everyone. Great job for making them fall in love. Okay, so now we're set up the plot, and now we got to catch up with the bad guys, right? Now they're lost and stranded just like Ferdinand is, and they're on the other side of the island. Okay, so to sort of replicate that, I think we should just go, just kind of walk over there. Let's all meet past those rocks, okay, where that little lean-to is, that little spit or whatever that is, that piece of wood. 20 seconds. Meet me over there. Okay, go ahead. Bye. Very good, my friends. That's almost all of you. All right, you, my friends, are the bad guys. Okay, and pretend like you don't see me, okay? You don't see me. All right, you're wandering around. You are stranded like Ferdinand. You're lost, you're tired, you're hungry. You're looking for Ferdinand. Ferdinand! Where are you, Ferdinand? Quit playing hide and seek. This is some grisly game, my son. You're the only prince we have, and you're probably dead. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Oh, God. They're crying. And they're sad because he's the only prince, right? When suddenly, from the trees, you start to hear some disturbing noises. Kill. Are you out of your minds? Has the sun finally made everything topsy-turvy? Are you losing your minds for hunger? Or lack of sleep? Or is it simply a distraught, vengeful sorcerer who is filling your mind with awful thoughts and sounds? It's probably a little bit of all of that, my friends. Now, lucky for you, you're about to turn a corner and find a feast. Yes, fit for a king. Oh, yes, an amazing, amazing feast like the likes of which you've never seen before. Now, please go enjoy. I'm going to take a little voice break, okay?
What's that in your mouth? I said, what's that in your mouth, you fool? Spit it out. Spit it out, I say! You are men of sin. On this island, lingering perdition. Worse than any death can be at once. Step by step, tend you in your ways. Whose wrath to guard you from, which on this desolate isle else fall upon your head. It's not but heart sorrows. For that's my business to you, that you 6 from Milan did supplant good Prospero. Are you throwing things at me? You cannot hurt me. More than you could hurt the loud winds or with the mock stabs kill the still closing waters. You see, my friends and I are the elements, the ministers of fate. And your swords are now too massy for strength and cannot be lifted. What is? Yes, we will recycle the same sword gag as the last scene. Again, in-game, okay? The budgets are lower, alright? We'll make do with what we can, but cannot pick up the swords, okay? Sorry about that. Now, you, King Alonso, you have proven yourself to be a right fool. To put your trust and the trust of a nation on the shoulders of a man who would betray his own kind, well, you are no better than any current American president, that's for sure. Politics, rated P for politics, by the SRB. Now, Antonio, you have betrayed your brother in a manner most unsuitable for anyone calling themselves a human. Do you repent your evil ways? Do you repent, Antonio, or shall I peel you bit by bit, and shall I find the juicy center of the cones and suck whatever's there, the life, suck the cone juice out? What's inside of it? Do you repent or not? Oh man, okay, fine. You guys don't repent? Well, then I'm gonna make you pee your pants. Press the pee pants button, and it's gonna happen, okay? Just, yeah, look down, your cones are gonna be wet. All those cones wet, baby, check it out. Boom, I pressed it, I did it. Look, okay, sorry, whether you repent or not, that's the bit of story, okay? Prospero calls on the harpy to go, to haunt these guys, make them lose their minds. Okay, so they do, and they'll fight about it, and then eventually they're like too scared to do anything else, and they go, you know what, Prospero, you were right and we were wrong, forgive us, let's all go back to Milan and be happy. And that's the plot base. Oh yeah, it's simple. Let's move it on.
My friends, welcome back, good spirits. Please gather round. Allow me to remove these itchy ruffles from your necks. I know that was really bothering you. And hey, you all were very evil, and I felt it, and it was very nice, and I really do appreciate how bad you were, how terrible you were to me. Now, my friends, that's really the plot. Allow me to step out of character for just a second. That's really the plot. I'm serious. It's pretty plot light. I mean, this play has got a lot of, monologues about history and family and honor and magic and, what it means to be human. And the plot is really like bring the kids together, and then the bad guys get dogged, and then they eventually say, you know what, sorry man, Prospero, you're awesome. We should never have done you wrong. Let's all go back to Milan and nobody gets hurt. And let's marry these kids. Let's marry the two little kids and we'll be great. Not little. They're old enough to get married, okay? So that's it, my friends. So now, spirits, I have one last task to ask of you before we wrap this up today. This, my friends, is a garden that I built some score years ago when first we arrived upon this island, yes, and it has since fallen into disrepair. So now, before the wedding of my daughter and the great Prince Ferdinand, we shall restore it with our magical touches, shan't we? And then you shall be free, good spirits, yes, you shall be free. And how could we forget, the goddesses are even coming around today to join the wedding. So, let's all restore the garden, all right? It's just like the spell, the summoning spell from the beginning of the show. You can take one of these twigs and put it in there and you can restore these trees. And then, but I also need someone to play the goddess Iris. Who wants to play the goddess Iris? Who's up for it? Who wants to do a little goddess dancing? Anybody? No one wants to play the goddess? All right. You. Here we go, you. All right. Now, please go about your restorations, my friends, and Iris will encourage you. The goddess Iris sings the song and she says, "You nymph of Naiad, with your sedged crowns and your ever leave your crisp channels in all these green lands. Answer your summons, Juno does command. Come, Tempest, and help to celebrate the contract of true love. Be not too late. Thank you, Iris. Thank you. Wonderful performance, Iris. Very good. Very good. Very good. How we looking? How we looking, everyone? Soon my daughter will arrive. There she is. There's my daughter Miranda. And where is my good friend Ferdinando? Who was... Oh, there he is. Ferdinand, you've come back to join us for your own wedding. I'm glad you can join us. A most happy day, my son. I'll be glad to have you as a son-in-law. All right. Oh, the garden is looking wonderful, spirits. You shall momentarily be free to live your own lives. You shall be out of my control. Boo-hoo, woe is me. I won't have anyone to go down to the 7-Eleven at 2:30 in the morning to pick up more sour gummies. I love the sour gummies, and I need them at 2:30 in the morning after I've had my magic pie. All right, let's move it right along. Now, young lovers, let's join hands under the arch over here, my friends. Come along. Come along, young lovers. Yes, right this way. Under the arch here. Join hands. We've already been blessed with one goddess today. Now 2 more goddesses are on their way to say what a happy day that this shall be. So who would like to portray the goddess Juno now? I need a volunteer to portray the goddess Juno. Not you two. All right, it's gotta be you. It's gotta be you, B. All right, so Juno steps forward. And Juno blesses the wedding. Now, you better appreciate this. These goddesses were not cheap, okay? I had to pay them a lot of nectar, a lot of sacred nectar for them to get them to come down here. My God. And mana and nectar is not cheap nowadays, all right? Here we go. And she says, God, it's been a little while. What are the lines? I already forgot. She says, oh my God, man! I'm guys. Okay, just bear with me here 1 second. La 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 la. She says, la 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 la. She says, oh my God. You know what? Yeah. Why am I asking you? Like how you guys wouldn't know? And she says, man, this is embarrassing. Okay. She says, I know it. You guys, just wait right there. Just don't go anywhere. Man, this is something else. It doesn't matter. She says, hooray. Oh, she says, yes, I remember now. She says, okay, Juno steps forward and she says, honor, riches, marriage blessing, long continuance and increasing, hourly joys be still upon you. Juno sings her blessings on you. Very good. Why did I could have just skipped over. Yay! All right, and then finally there's one final goddess who shows up. And it is the voluptuous goddess, Ceres, the goddess of spring, oh yes. And she steps forward and she says, earth's increase, poison plenty, barns and garners never empty, vines with clustering bunches growing, plants with goodly burden bowing, spring come to you in the farthest, at the very end of harvest. Scarcity and want shall shun you. Ceres sings her blessings on you. And I'm like, wow, Ceres, that was pretty suggestive. A little bit ribald, a little bit too suggestive for these two. My daughter, on this special day I give you away, my love. I love thee, and I have always cared for thee, and I know you will make a great queen, and you, son-in-law Nu, I know you shall make her a good queen when it is called upon to do so by the Holy Father. I see that you are a good worker, a strong soul, one who will unite great Millen for the betterment of mankind. Now, you may kiss the bride. Go ahead. Oh my goodness. I always cry digital tears. All right. Oh, very good, yes. And now, my Italian stallion, one last request, if you don't mind. Could you try and keep it in thine pants and wait for Hymen's lamps until we get back to Millen? Yes? Okay, good, good. Oh, good. Oh, that makes me feel better. Rated T for tea. All right, my friends, that's it. Let's move this along. Let's close out around the fire, my good spirits. And like I said, you shall soon be free. Come along. My friends, thank you for coming along with me on this ridiculous journey while I make silly things and dumb jokes happen and forget my lines. Gods. All right, B, thank you so much. You're a godsend. You're a goddess who's a true godsend. Now, my friends, let me just finish this off with a sort of a sticky metaphor and go with me on this, okay? Just for 5 more seconds, all right? So they all go back to Milan to live happily ever after, but what does Prospero do first? You wouldn't believe this, but he breaks his staff and throws it away. He gives up his magic. And why? Why is that important? After being a control freak for so long and having revenge on the brain for so many years, why does he break his staff and give up his magic? Well, I have a theory. And my personal theory about it is that he is rejoining society. And everything about this magic, it kept him solitary, right? It kept him sort of in his own world. And then he literally was solitary on an island more or less by himself for years and years and years. So he gives that up to rejoin society. And you know why I think that's important right now in these crazy times? As America and all these other countries are about to go through more lockdown and stuff like that. You know what? I think it's important just to remember that it's easy nowadays to feel alone and to feel lonely. But don't forget, we have, all of us, a society. We have friends, we have family. Don't forget them now. And don't be overwhelmed in those times if you feel sad and you feel alone. So what I'm trying to say is, reach out to someone today, right? When we get out of this, the headsets just in a moment, call your mom. I don't know, text your friend Bill or, you know, send a letter to somebody. I don't know, do something. Reach out to somebody and say, hey man, I miss you. You know, it's been too long. I love you. Say that. And they'll probably say, I miss you and love you too. You know, do that. People, they actually really do respond to that. Anyway, that's just me, Brandon, asking you, person in the headset over there, okay? And that's all. That's my personal plea. Spread the love is all I'm asking, okay? All right. Now, oh, yes, let me give you all souvenirs. I almost forgot. Please, hold your masks forth, my friends. I want to give you a little souvenir for coming along this journey with me today and being my friendly and good and helpful spirit. Thank you all so much. You've been actually amazing audience members, very patient with me when I went off the rails, and I'm really grateful for just having you around. We love having you. So thanks for coming, and thanks for supporting this community and this, this project, and thanks to Tender Claws. And hey, let's leave you all with some of Shakespeare's most famous words, okay? Because I feel like the storm is starting to pick up a little bit. Oh, yep, look at that. All right, my friends, our revels now are ended. And these are actors, as I foretold you, are spirits. And they have melted into air, into thin air. And like the baseless fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the solemn temples, the gorgeous palaces, the great globe itself, and all that it inherits. Yes, they shall fade. And like this insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a rack behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little lives are rounded with the sleep. Now, shall we dance, spirits, around this fire before we say goodbye? Did you hear my baby? That was my baby just then, my real-life baby saying... Here we go, my friends. Thank you all so much. This has been amazing. Remember to spread the love, my friends, as we say our goodbye. Yes. Whoa! 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 Okay, my friends. Hey. Hey. I had to come back, lovelies. I had to come back and say hello. Sorry about the glitch. I don't know what you guys saw, but I got kicked out right at the very end. And I couldn't let that happen. No, my friends, I want you to get your 10 euros worth, or however much tickets are right now, or, you know, hello and goodbye. That's what I'm saying. Hello and goodbye. Thanks again for being lovely audience members and for supporting our work. We care about you. We care about your feelings. Spread the love. And you know, hug your family and your cats close and all that good stuff, okay? So kisses and hugs, and be good, okay? Be good, be good. And hey, look, technically, okay, it did glitch out during the show, okay? So I don't know what happened on your end, okay? But if you guys ask for free tickets, you know, might be able to get some, you know, because you had a glitch. So tell him Brandon Bales sent you, okay? Don't be shy. And tell your friends who have Oculus Quests and all that good stuff. Okay, bye-bye. Mwah, 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 mwah.